every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you went to polka dance. Okay, so now we're at Southview. Some of you might not know where Southview is. It's a little wee town, maybe 100 homes in it. And I was dancing with a girl I was dating, Ann. And her brother, Andy, was dancing with Mary. And at that time, they played 3 polkas, 3 waltzes, 3 slows. If you got hold of this girl, you got her for 3 songs, okay? If you love it today, it's 1 song and said, no, you had her for 3. So, but all the guys, I kid you not, when I tell you this, wanted to dance with her. Okay, so I'm dancing with Annie, and it stopped, and her brother, he said, Bill, I want to introduce you to a nicer girl than Anne. On his sisters. He was right, because she's been married and divorced 3 times already. Okay, let's see. She was at the Casper Hospital in nurses training. And they did like 3 months in Mayview with psychiatric, and then they did a 3 months in Philadelphia, pediatrics. Now there was about 4 of us that was dating nurses. When they're going there, I was a love lost guy, I guess it was. My girl was gone. So I said to my buddies, I got a car, and if we go together, how much does it cost us for gas? We could sleep in 1 motel room? Yeah. It came time to go, and it was no. So I went to Philadelphia. Now she was staying, the hospital was in South Philadelphia. And now that is a ethnic part of Philadelphia, just like Homewood Rushton. You guys know where Homewood Rushton, that's the same thing as that. Now,
it's a lot of polkas.
No, they play little polkas, not there. Okay, so I would take her back to wherever she was staying at the dorm at the hospital. 1 o'clock in the morning. Now in this black section of town, and I'm about at least 3 blocks away. Now I hop, skip, sang. I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, man. And nobody bothered me. Might have been the times that nobody bothered. But can you imagine 1 o'clock going through Homewood Rushton? Oh, Lord. What a guy would do when he's in love.
Yeah.
Then we progressed, was dating more, and I wanted to get try it again, Mary a ring. So I had a friend in high school, and I said, I got to buy a ring. You know any jewelers? Yeah, she went downtown Pittsburgh. So we went to the Clark building, and they, at that time, maybe 12 jewelers in the Clark building. They might have 4 now. We picked out a ring, and then I gave it to her sometime. And when I showed her the ring, she said, that's a very nice ring, but that's silver. Well, I'd like to have a gold one. So when I called Mary Alice up, I said, Mary Alice, I have to go back and see if the guy will exchange it. So we went back, and he exchanged it. And she still has the gold one. Okay, and some of these things might be a mixed up word, but I'll just give you a little history. Now, we decided we're getting married, and we have the Strabane Hall. That's upstairs. We got the hall there. I got a caterer, and I got a band. Now, everything's going okie dokie. This is Monday. And we're getting married same week. This is Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. She gets a phone call. The construction company came a little bit early, and they tore up the dance floor, so you can't have your wedding here. Hold a minute. Now, we're all scrambling like rats. We finally got to go to the Muse Italian Club. And I often think, what about that? Another story referring to whenever we was engaged. Mary Jane says, I think we should start saving some money up because we'll need it to buy furniture. Okay, we decided on $20 a week. I give her $20 and she'd put it in some kind of account. Now, as you're talking with your buddies at work, and I said, man, we're putting money away, $20 a piece, that's $40. We don't have money to buy some furniture. Okay, where you have it at? And I said, I don't know, Mary got it in some bank. Is your name on the account? I said, I don't think so. He said, where's your head at? He said, what if she breaks up? She'll take all the money. And I said, well, that'll be cheaper than a divorce.
That was a good one. Really good.
Yeah.
That was Mary Jane. Okay.
So did you ever buy the furniture?
What's that?
Did you ever buy the furniture?
Yeah, we still have one of the bedrooms.
There you go.
Let's see here. Then we was married 4 or 5 months, and I don't know how the hell it happened, but she got pregnant.
I know. I've been in that situation.
All that.
And so we had this little house we rented, and it was very small, 1 bedroom. The living room was the size of your utility room, and the bathroom and a kitchen. Funny part about renting Crusoe's house, a couple years later, Willie was he was about maybe 5 or 6, somewhere in that neighborhood. And Peggy was 3 years younger, and they're playing outside the door here in front of me. And the landlord had a globe, you know the globe, gold globe that sticks on a pedestal like this. And I'm watching them, they're playing, and all of a sudden, I don't know if it was Beth or if it was Peggy or Willie, they picked it up and it's rolling down a hill. Now I had to go to that door, then I run to the door. Before I got to the door, it hit the concrete and went to 1 million pieces. I'm thinking, well, I went and I told the landlord I'd pay for it, and they said, nah, don't worry about it, Bill. That's life with little kids. But I could still see it glow. It was in slow motion, okay? But when it hit here, it went everything. There's another little story that measures the cost. When Willie was born, Mary was a nurse at Cancer Hospital. So she got a professional discount, and the doctor gave her a professional discount. And at that time, the mother stayed a week in the hospital, 1 week, and the kids in the infirmary for 1 week. Okay? Total cost. Mary Jane 1 week, Beth 1 week, and a doctor. $4. 1955, $4.
Discounted.
Here's something funny. Somebody once said to me, in all your years, did you have any problems with your marriage in a turmoil? I said, only one time. I said, Mary had said she might want a divorce. And not because it's playing around, is as a nurse, she knew that I had sleep apnea. And she said, you scare the hell out of me. I think you're dying. I'm not gonna live with you. So I was teed off, I guess, 3 or 4 days later, I said, okay, you call that dog, you schedule that damn appointment, I'll go get the test. And I've had that CPAP machine hundreds of years. And now, that going into a little different part of the story is referring to sleep studies. Beth is married to Colonel Manning. It's yourself right here beside me. I can't see you. And he was stationed this tour in Germany. So we're up here in Germany. And in the United States, our electric is 110. In Europe, it's 220. And there's a switch on the back of the machine. You gotta flip it. It's 11:30 at night. I want to go to sleep. So, unbeknownst, I plugged the machine in and I blew the fuse. A fuse in the sleep machine, 11:30 at night. He said, give me the fuse. 45 minutes later, he had the fuse. I don't know where he got it from. He got it somewhere. Thank you, I remember that. Talking a little bit about Beth. One time, we had Willie in college, Peggy in high school, and Beth in a parochial school. So money wasn't plentiful. And then there came a time when we had 2 in college and 1 in parochial school. And then there was gone, and we had Beth. And she was our last child. Spent a lot of time with her. Now, when she was in high school, she wanted to be a doctor. And I said, I'll pay for 2 years and she'll pay the rest. And we'd go round and round on that idea. And she said, I can go to West Point and I don't need you. Fine. So she started the process, but she started too late. And so we got a call and they says, can't get you in this class, but I tell you what, if your daughter would accept a prep school appointment, we'll put her in prep school and she'll be in next year. Now, at that time, Mary Jane and Beth are at Pitt, enrolling in classes, because that's where she goes to college. So I go over to Pitt, and where the hell do you find, all these kids are signing up for new classes. And I'd go in, and I'd ask what it was. No, she was here 15 minutes ago, and she's gone. Where's she at? They give me another address. I go there. She just left here. Where's she at? I don't know. I'm running around Pitt. I finally get a hold of her. And I told her a story. She said, yes, I'll take it. I said, wait, we got time. When we get home, just call and tell them that you'll accept the prep school. It's Fort Monmouth, New Jersey. Now, going to 1 year at Fort Monmouth and graduating from West Point, she had put 4 years there. Now, that's a total of 5 years. Every 5 weeks for 5 years, Mary Jane and I would go to visit her. Now, you say, what? She was a school nurse at that time. She'd get off at 4 o'clock, would get in the car and drive 7.5 hours to Newburgh, New York, stay at a Holiday Inn, it's called a Holidome. And then at 7 o'clock Sunday night, we would get in a car and drive 7.5 hours, and she goes to work and I go to work. Now, a couple of different incidents happened. With sleep apnea, I want to go to sleep. After a while, so I said, Mary, you got to drive for a while. We come off the turnpike, we're heading north on Route 81 to New Scranton, up to Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. And maybe 300 yards ahead of us on the road is a bear, a black bear on the road. And I said, Mary, there's a bear there, there's a bear there. She said, they'll be gone by the time I get there. Whatever, the thing about West Point is bad. Whenever we'd pick her up, as soon as we got off of the base, in the car driving to eat, because we'd always go to a Chinese restaurant somewhere, she was changing clothes in the car, getting out of her West Point uniform into casual clothes. And the same thing we return. Whenever we come back, because she had to be in at 7 o'clock, she had to be to the gate. That she'd be putting her clothes on either in a car or we'd pull into the service station and she'd go into the restroom and change, and then she'd go in there. But that was every 5 weeks we used to do that. I did tell you about the sleep apnea. Okay, there. Let's see here. Oh, whenever Mary was pregnant with Beth, the last one, that's still a lady here, she was having some physical problems. And I was winning some trips with Prudential. It was normally down in Miami. And so we decided she would fly down and I'd take Peggy and Willie and I'd drive them down. Now, I don't know if you have maybe a 10 and a 7-year-old kid in a car for all those hours, but they got rambunctious. Okay? Now I'm getting tired, so therefore it's 9 at 10 o'clock at night. I can't drive no more. I pull into a motel and I walk up and I said, they're sleeping in the car, and I said, do you have any vacancies? The guy said, yeah, you want to sit? I said, buddy, does it have clean sheets? I'll take it. So we sat there and it was okay because I got some rest. But I'm running on a tight schedule to meet Mary. So now we're traveling the next day from Albany, Georgia. From Albany, Georgia down to the Miami airport. Somewhere along the line, Peggy's laying on my lap in the front seat. She's chewing gum. And it fell out of her mouth and she caught it with her hand in her hair.
Whoa.
So now I'm there, and what the hell am I going to do? Okay, at first as I come off, I go to the service station and I said to the guy, I need lighter fluid. Do you have any lighter fluid? And he looked at me, he thought I was going to torture. And here, I could say, give me some oil, I could rub the oil, but I didn't know that. I knew lighter fluid would dissolve it. So we did that thing. Now we're okay. Now we're on a tighter schedule to get to the airport because plane's a certain time to get in. We got to the Miami, got lost. We got to the Miami airport, we met her at baggage claim. That's how tight it was. Something funny on, again, we have, it's Willie and Peggy. Prudential guys would stay at certain hotels. We'd say, we're going to book this one, we'll all be there. They have parties, and we have banquets. So Willie and Peggy are there, and the other kids are in the swimming pool. And so we're going to go out to the banquet, and Willie got a little bucket about this big. The thing would be dip it in water and see if I could throw it on one of the kids in the pool. Oh, so we're up in Ernie's room, and all of a sudden we hear everybody laughing like that. And I said, what's wrong? He said, somebody fell in the pool. But 2 seconds later, duck, 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 here was Willie coming in crying. I'm sorry. His watch is filled with water.
Oh.
What is he at? Hey, Willie, do you remember that? Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
oh, that was it. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Okay, we're just about ready to shut my mouth up and you guys are happy. Let me see. Hey, Mary.
Yes.
Where we on?